record from my side. So the page size is 8 KB. You cannot resize the page. If you want to see what and all things will be stored in the page, okay, see here. Okay, this is the page internal architecture. Okay, data page. Page means data page only. There is no page concept for the log files. Pages are see here. Okay, see in the diagram. Okay, pages are part of data files only. Pages are part of extents. Extents are part of data files. There is no concept for the log file. Okay, you have to remember this point. Very important. This is very important. If you go inside the page, what will be there? You can ask. If you go inside the page, what will be there? So every page size is 8 KB, right? 8 KB will be differentiate like this. Every page will have page header. Each page will have page header. What will be stored in this page header? Metadata information of that page will be stored in the page header. Metadata means what? Data about the data. What kind of data? What is the page number? What object it was stored in that particular page? Right? So for example, if you go for any book, you can see an index page. In that index page, contents page or else contents page. In the contents page, you can see what and all contents are there, in which page the content is there, particularly this particular content or concept is there is in which page. Everything will be stored in that particular content, right? Content page, right? In the same way, page header will contain the metadata information of that particular page, not other pages. It is not going to store any information about other pages. It will store the information about that particular page only. So every page will have page number, right? It will store the page number, and in each page at least one object will be stored, right? Object means table or anything. That object, every object will have object ID, right? It has to track in which page the object is there. It has to track, right? So the object ID will be stored in the page header. Page size, how much allocated, how much occupied, what kind of page it is, will be stored in the page header. Then your records will be stored. Okay, these are the records. Your records will be stored, okay, in the page, right? And the row offset will be stored. This is like it is going to work like an index page. Index page means, you know, right? Index means what? Book index means what? All contents will be there. In which page the content is there, that particular topic is there, that will be mentioned in the index page. Okay, so and so topic is there on 64 page. Okay, we'll directly go to that particular 64 page and we'll check that particular topic, right? Row offset is also kind of the same thing. It will store the address of each record. A row offset will store the address of each record. Okay, data row 1 will store the address of data row 1 here. Sorry, data, not data, this is data. Okay, data row 1, row 2, row 3, like this. That's why you can see the differentiate. Okay, it was differentiated with the colors. Okay, this record address is stored in this row offset, and this record address is stored here, and this record address is stored here. Why we have to store like that? For easy access. Imagine if there is no index page on a book, how difficult it is to go to that particular topic. We have to search each page, right? We have to search each page to get the topic. In the same way, if row offset is not there, it will be very difficult while retrieving the data. So you know, right, where condition and all. Say for example, in the employee table, I want to retrieve a data where salary greater than 9 lakhs. I want to retrieve an employee information whose name starts with A. I want to retrieve an information who are staying in the Hyderabad location or else in the Bangalore location. So how it is going to work? How that air condition and all going to work? So it is going to search each and every record, right? In that way it is going to compare. So if there is no row offset kind of thing, it will be very difficult to retrieve the data. So row offset will be stored the address of each record. Page header will store metadata of the page. Data rows will store the data of that particular record, data or records, okay, of that particular table. And row offset will store the address of each record. Row offset will store the address of each record. Okay, fine, clear? Any issues, guys? Tell me. If you want me to slow down, I'll slow. Why? Because these are basics on internals, right? Very important. If you don't have any issues, then I'll proceed. Or if you have any blockings, let me know, I'll explain again. In two cases it will be silent. One is if everyone understood everything, that will be silent. If no one understood nothing, then also it will be silent. Okay, so in which case it is?
Clear, sir.
Fine, sir.
Understand.
Thank you so much. Okay, right. So here, page header is storing some information, right? If anything is storing some information, it is going to consume some space, right? So page size is 8192 bytes. 8 KB means 8192 bytes. Page size is 8192 bytes. If you compare, if you convert into bytes, 8192 bytes. Okay. So page header will store 132 bytes, and your row offset is also storing address, right? Row offset will store 96 bytes. 96 or same. Let me check this one. Page header, page. Yes, 9636. Sorry. 96 bytes. Page header will store 96 bytes, and your row offset will store max capacity 96 bytes and 36 bytes. Okay, so both are going to use 132 bytes. 9 6 6 12 10 30. Yeah, 132 bytes of information will be used by page header and your row offset. So if you subtract 8192 minus 132 bytes, you will get 8060 bytes. So you can actually store the data in this 8060 bytes only. Why? Because page header is not going to change. 96 better will be 96 bytes will be allocated to the page header. 36 bytes will be allocated to the row offset. Those two are not going to change. Okay, so 96 plus 36 both like total 132 bytes. So in each page, 132 bytes will be allocated for page header and row offset. Remaining space 8192 minus 132 bytes, you can use 8060 bytes to store your records. You can use 8060 bytes in each page. Why? Because this is the same concept for each page. Each page 132 bytes will be allocated for the row offset and page header. Only 8060 bytes you can make use of it. In the 8 KB, you can use 8060 bytes to store your records. Got it? Only 8060 bytes to store your records. Page cannot be shared for multiple objects. We have already discussed this point. You cannot share the page between multiple objects. You cannot share the page between multiple objects. Okay, multiple pages can be shared between a single object, but multiple multiple pages can be shared for a single object. Multiple pages for a single object, but on a single page, multiple tables you cannot create. Okay, right. So if you go here, per MB you will have 128 pages. MB means what? 1024 KB, right? 1024 KB. Okay, each page size is 8 KB. Oh, wait 1 minute. 1024 MB means what? 1 MB means what? 1024 KB, right? So each page size is 8 KB. 1024 KB by 8 KB, per MB, 1 MB, you will have 128 pages. Okay, like that you can calculate per GB and all. Each page begins with 96 byte header that is used to store system information about the page. This information includes page number, page type, amount of free space on the page, and the allocation unit ID of the object. This point we have already discussed. In the page header, what and all things will be stored. Page number will be stored, page type will be stored, amount of free space on the page will be stored, and the allocation unit ID of the object also will be stored in the page. Okay, right. So leave about this LOP. You cannot understood this concept, it will be difficult thing. Now later I'll explain this LOP, large object page. Okay, right. We cannot resize the page, right? We have already discussed. We cannot resize the page size is fixed, that is 8 KB, right? What is meant by extent? Pages means what? Basic allocation unit of, sorry, basic storage unit of a data file is called a page, right? At the end of the day, even system tables also will be stored on a page only. Any information will be stored on a page only at the end of the day, right? What is meant by extent? 8 continuous data pages is called an extent, right? We have already discussed. Extent means 8 continuous data pages. So, right, if you see here, 8 continuous, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 8 data pages is called an extent. The definition is basic allocation unit of a data file is called an extent. Remember, basic storage unit is different. Basic allocation unit is different. Base is basic storage unit. Extent is basic allocation unit. Okay, page is basic storage unit, whereas extent is basic allocation unit. What is the difference between storage unit and allocation unit? Storage means it is going to store, right? Allocation means it is going to allocate. Okay, allocation means it is going to allocate. So now the point is, whenever you are creating a table, SQL Server will not give you a page. SQL Server will allocate you an extent for you. Whenever you are creating a table, new table, SQL usually it has to give page, right? But instead of a single page, it will give you an extent. Instead of a single page, it will give you an extent. 8 pages it will give you. Okay, so whenever you are creating any new object, SQL Server will allocate an extent for you. Whether you are using or not using, that is different case. But SQL Server will allocate an extent for you. Even the table is small, SQL Server will allocate an extent for you. That's why we are going to call extent as an allocation unit. Page is a storage unit. Of course, tables are going to store in a page only. Okay, but SQL Server will allocate a complete extent for you even though you are creating a new table. Right? We have two types of extents. One is mixed extent, second one is uniform extent. Two types of extents, mixed and uniform extent. What is this mixed and what is this uniform extent? What is the difference between these two? Right, I'll show you. Okay, yes, this is the extent. Okay, if you will calculate, 8 pages will be there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Can anyone find any difference between this is uniform extent and this is mixed extent? Any difference between these two extents? Can anyone identify any difference?
Yes.
What is the difference? What is the difference you can see here? You can easily identify the difference. Just look at this diagram, image, sorry. You can easily identify the difference.
Mixed extent contains tables and indexes, whereas uniform extent contains only tables.
Okay, good, very good. Can you improve your point? Your point is correct only, but you can redefine or else you can refine your point. Okay, so if you see here, uniform extent, table 1, 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 table 1. You don't see any table 2, right? Table 3, right? Table 4, right? Only one table is there, table 1. Means uniform extent means all the pages will be dedicated for a single object, is called uniform extent. All the pages, 8 pages will be allocated for a single object, is called uniform extent. Whereas mixed extent, 8 pages will be allocated for 8 objects. Object may be an index, object may be a table. So if you see here table 2, one page, on one page table 2 is created, on another page index 1 is created, on another page index 2 is created, again one more page is used by table 2, and one more page is used by table 3, and one more page is used by index 3, then table 2, table 3. Means mixed extent means individual objects will be stored. Individual objects means, right, on each page different objects will be stored in the mixed extent. On each page different objects will be stored in the mixed extent, whereas uniform extents, on all the pages same object will be stored. Table 1 only will be stored in all the pages. In the 8 pages table 1 will be stored, means 8 pages will be occupied by a single object, whereas in the mixed extent all pages are occupied by multiple objects. In the mixed extent all pages are occupied by a multiple objects. In the uniform extent, all pages are occupied by a single object. Clear? In the uniform extents, all pages are occupied by a single object. In the mixed extent, all pages are occupied by a multiple objects. That is called difference between your mixed extent and your uniform extent. So now I have a simple question for all of you. If I create a new table, which extent it will allocate, uniform extent or mixed extent? I want answer from all of you. Okay, no problem. Anything you can say. Anil Kumar, tell me, if you are creating a new table, SQL Server will allocate you a mixed extent or uniform extent?
Mixed extent.
Mixed extent. Very good. Anthony, tell me, what is the answer? Mixed or uniform? Anthony. Fine. Madhavi. Mixed extent. Money. Mixed extent. Very good. Ritesh. Tell me the answer. Just anything, no problem, not an issue. Okay, Ritesh, mixed or uniform?
Sir, mixed.
Mixed, very good. Shiva Reddy, mixed or uniform?
Uniform.
Uniform extent. Okay. Saujanya, mixed or uniform? Uniform. Okay, very good. Okay. Right, fine. Right. So the answer is, okay, whenever you create any new object, SQL Server will allocate a page from the mixed extent. Okay, a page from the mixed extent. Why it will allocate a page from the mixed extent? Can anyone tell me?
So we have the different objects in mixed extent.
Very good. Right. And
But in
one more
uniform
reason.
extent only. But
One more.
uniform extent only.
Okay. So as we have different objects in the mixed extent, that way it will allocate a page from the mixed extent, right?
Yes, sir.
In such case, why uniform extent will come? Why uniform extent will come into the existence? If a table is created in a mixed extent, all the tables should be created in the mixed extent only, right? Then what is the use of this uniform extent then?
Same extent will be stored in uniform extent.
You are saying if you create a new table, as mixed extent will allocate different objects, so it will allocate a page from the mixed extent. Then in such case, every time you create a new table, every time it will give you mixed extent only, right? Then in which case it will allocate uniform extent? What is the use of the uniform extent then? You got my question, right?
Yes, yes.
In
Right.
uniform also.
In uniform also?
In uniform extent, same object will be stored in pages. And
Okay. Okay, same object will be stored. That is the definition of uniform extent. Fine. But in which case it will allocate uniform extent? Okay, so whenever you are creating a new object, it will allocate a page from the mixed extent. Fine. But in which case this uniform extent will be used? Fine, right? So the answer is correct only. Whenever you are creating a new table, it will try to allocate a page from the mixed extent. Why it will allocate like that? To save the resources. Simply if it give uniform extent for a small table, see earlier I have created a small table with employee ID, one column with employee ID. For that small table also, if it allocate the whole 64 KB, extent means how much? 64 KB, right? If you allocate a uniform extent, the small table has to be stored in the 8 pages, means it has to use the whole 8 pages, means 64 KB is going to waste, right? SQL Server is very particular about the storage, not only storage resources. It is very particular about the resources. Why for creating a small table, why I have to waste the 64 KB? So what I'll do, I'll create a table in a mixed extent. If your table size is big, while creating the table, if your table size is very big, if it can allocate in multiple pages, then SQL Server will allocate a, what is that? Uniform extent. If the table is big, SQL Server will allocate a uniform extent. If the table is small, SQL Server will allocate a page from the mixed extent. Clear?
Yes.
Fine, right? So whenever you are creating a table, it depends upon the table. Usually for the first time, it will allocate a page from the mixed extent. The same table is increasing. Earlier you just created a small table, so it gave mixed extent page, a page from the mixed extent. But now the table is increasing now, right? In such case, the simultaneous allocations will be uniform extents.
Yes.
In such case, the simultaneous allocations will be uniform extents. So whenever you are creating a new table, new object, it will allocate a phase from the mixed extent. If that object is increasing, or if the table is very big to allocate on a single extent, complete uniform extent, then it will allocate a complete extent, uniform extent for that object. If you create a small object, earlier it will allocate a page from the mixed extent. If the same table is increasing, the simultaneous allocations will be uniform extents. Clear? Fine, right? So that is the difference between uniform extent and mixed extent, right? Let me check. We have any other important points? Yes. So in the next class, okay, right, when we create any new table, SQL Server will allocate a mixed extent. Why? Because if the object is small, SQL Server will not going to allocate a full extent for small objects. So ultimately mixed extent will be allocated, right? Fine. So tomorrow means in the next Saturday, we are going to discuss how many types of pages. We have different types of pages. Okay. We have different types of pages. Actually, we have two types of pages: system pages and data pages. In system pages, we have again five types: GAM page, SCAM page, PFS page, IAM page, BCM page, DCM page. In data pages, we have three types: data page, index page, and text or image page. Where we are going to use these pages, how we are going to use these pages, what is the use of each page, how to open a page. I am just yesterday and today, lot of things we have discussed. Today especially, we have discussed about this page header, row offset and all. I have to show it, right? There should be a proof how to open a page. I'll show you in the next class. The page, how internally it look like, not in the diagram. In the diagram, I just draw this diagram just to understand, okay? But internally, how the page will be there, how it look like, how row offset look like, okay? Everything. I'll open a page in the next class by using some commands. Then I'll show you that page header section. I'll show you that body means that data, and I'll show you that row offset section. Everything I'll show you in the next class. Okay, and again we are going to discuss about the pages. After pages, we are going to discuss about the log file. Right, in the next weekend, we are going to complete the pages and log files. Fine. Right. And after log file is completed, after log file discussion is completed, then we'll go for patchings. So till next weekend, it will be somewhat theoretic only, means we are going to discuss completely theory only, right? Like after next weekend, we'll go for the demo and all. We'll see how to patch the servers, how to uninstall the SQL servers, how to do other activities and all. We are going to discuss. Okay. Fine. Any issues, any doubts? Let me know. Okay.
Fine, sir.
Fine. Okay, right. So what are the assignment questions for the next class? What are the assignment questions? At least tell me the answer for this. How you people, what are the assignment questions for the next class?
1105
Okay, 1105 error, 9002 error. Okay, and one more thing, try to add objects to the model database and check whether those objects are reflecting in the newly created database or not. These two are very important. And one more assignment I gave, I guess. Any other assignment is there? Okay, fine. Right. So that's it for today. Thank you all. If any issues are there, just ping me in the WhatsApp. Okay. Thank you. Fine. Okay. Bye. Yeah. Bye. Bye.